Hey there guys! Okay, so I wanted to come on and talk to you about the importance of cleaning your brushes. So welcome to my bathroom. I have my assistant Puff right here. Let me grab her. Puff is my assistant, so she'll be helping me clean our brushes today. So I never knew how important it was to clean your brushes until I started selling Younique. Honestly, I don't even think I ever washed my brushes before I found out the importance. When you're putting on your makeup, not only are you getting your brushes dirty with the makeup we're applying, but our skin cells, our dead skin cells, are coming off of our brushes, or coming off of our skin and going into our brushes. And it'll cause like a buildup of bacteria and dead skin cells and a bunch of like other gross stuff. So if you don't wash your brushes, you're just reapplying those dead skin cells and all that bacteria and that dirty makeup back to your face, and your skin's absorbing it. And if you have like a breakout or something, it's going right into those breakouts, and it will cause like further irritation. And say you don't have breakouts and you're using dirty brushes, using the dirty brushes will cause irritation on your skin and will cause you to break out further. It won't allow your skin to heal. So what I found is the best, if you're applying makeup almost every day, it's best to wash your brushes at least once a week. And I like to do this on Sundays, on Sunday nights. So I just kind of wanted to go over and show you exactly how I do that. So I got to set Puff down. So what I do is I just take a little Tupperware and I put warm water in it, and I squirt probably about like a half of a teaspoon of Dawn dish soap in here. And then what I usually do is I set my brushes with the bristles down in there, and I let them sit for 5 minutes. And I was totally going to do this, but I completely forgot. So I'm only going to wash a couple of them today. So you want to make sure that your water isn't that deep, because you don't want to go past this area up here, because glue holds this together. So if you get it wet, it'll start to break down the glue, and this part right here will come loose and it can start to rust. So you just want to put the tips of your brushes in, and some brushes actually don't have that. It's called a ferrule. Some of them don't have that. Like this one, the ferrule is really, really high, so you're okay with this one. What else am I going to put in here? I'm washing the brushes that I'm going to need for tomorrow. So I just let them sit in there. This one has a high ferrule too. And then I'll let them sit for about 5 minutes. So I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to let them sit for 5 minutes and let them soak, and then I'll show you how dirty these are. And since I'm a makeup artist, I wash my brushes very frequently. I wash them way more than once a week. So you can just see in a couple minutes the buildup that is released from the bristles. So I'll be right back in about 5 minutes, okay? Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes, and I'm just going to take my brushes out and set them in the sink. But look at this water. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? I just washed these brushes. So imagine that you don't wash your brushes at least once a week. Like, all this dirt is going on your face and into your pores and into your skin. It's not good. I want to note that, you know, like growing up, how they say never to share a hairbrush? It's the same with makeup brushes. You never want to share your makeup brushes. There have been instances where people have used a makeup brush that somebody else used, and they got a staph infection on their face. And that's going to end you up in the hospital. It's super, super bad, guys. So it's like really important, if you're going to be sharing brushes, to at least sanitize them in between with a brush cleaner that's antibacterial, and you can pick those up at like Ulta, okay? So I'm going to show you how I really deep clean my brushes. I just use this egg, and it's called a brush egg, and you can get it online, and if you buy them, I think they're like $2 or $3 a piece, and they're made out of silicone. So you just put your fingers in it, and then I'm going to run my water, get the water warm, and then there's already soap in the bristles, so you just want to take it and work it in there. See how it's getting sudsy? Work it in there in circular motions, and you want to do that until your water runs clear. Okay, sometimes you're going to have light colored natural bristles like that, and they're going to stain, and that's totally okay. So with your synthetic, see all the dirt that's coming off? With your synthetic bristles, sometimes it's harder to get them clean, so you just got to work a little bit more to make sure they're clean. So I just keep going back and forth until that water is clear. And then I squeeze them out like this. And then now when you have your, if you have a synthetic brush with tightly packed bristles, like this one, use the little grooves at the tip and then just go back and forth, and they're really going to get inside of there really well. So when your brushes are drying, you either want to lay them flat or you want to lay them like this. You never want to lay them like that because that water's going to run up and it's going to get into the ferrule, and eventually it'll loosen up the body of the brush. So I'm going to go ahead and finish washing these, and then I'm going to show you how I lay them flat, okay? Okay, so all of my brushes are clean. So what I do is I just lay a towel in my sink. It's a clean towel, and I'll take my brushes and just kind of rub them like this to get the excess water off them and lay them flat. If I'm in a hurry, what I'll do if I do this during the day is I'll wash my brushes and I'll put them on a towel and put them on the chair out in my patio so they can dry in the sun, and they'll dry super fast. But usually if you do this at nighttime before bed, they'll be dry probably by the morning or mid-afternoon. Okay, so I'm just making sure all the excess water is out of them, and then fluffing them, and I'm forming the bristles so they're back in their natural shape like that, and just laying them down. So I'm getting the water off, and they get fuzzy and misshapen, so I just take them and I form them back. Okay, so that's it, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.